What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Slave Assassin 11 here, and today I'm happy to bring you guys my very first episode of my Forza 5 showcase event that I'll be bringing you guys all types of different vehicles using the features that are involved in the game. I think you guys know a lot about them. I really hope that you guys are going to enjoy this series. I'm going to use the Forza Vista to show you guys all different types of stats to the car and how good the car is. And I'm also going to drive the car and show you guys how it handles, firsthand. So this car is considered a track toy. Obviously, it's a 2013 KTM Xbow R. It is an amazing vehicle. It is a quick vehicle. It is very fast acceleration, very fast launch. It can take turns. Even with its low stat on the turn ability, it can still handle pretty well, in my opinion. It's not very fast in the straight stretch, but it makes up in the turns. So if you're facing faster vehicles, that'll be the only way you can catch them, is you're going to eat them in the turns. Like I said, the stat's not very high. It's like a 6.5, but I still enjoy it. I still think it could turn better what it is. It only weighs 1,700 pounds, but we'll get into that later. So before we take it for a spin, let's go ahead and jump into her stats and check them out. So the car is rocking a 17-inch wheel diameter in the front and an 18-inch in the back, which is pretty good for the size that it is. It uses a 225mm front tire and a 275mm back tire, as well as 14-inch brakes in the front and 12-inch brakes in the back. And this machine can also stop fairly well for what it is too. Like I said, it's only 1,700 pounds, so that's to be kind of known with this vehicle size. It's kind of like a go-kart, but it's street legal. Made by KTM. It's kind of like their way of looking at a quad. You guys will hear the description later on about it. But onto her dimensions, she's 147 inches long, 75 inches wide, and a whopping 47 inches tall. I know she's like the tallest car in Forza. She's huge with the 96-inch wheelbase, but it still is a pretty solid frame for what it is. I really still enjoy it. Overall, the car has a pretty solid package. I mean, it sports a 295 horsepower Audi Source 2.0 inline 4 engine. Whoo, that was a mouthful. On a super lightweight 1,786 pound frame. So if you guys know anything about power to weight ratio, you know that that's a lot of power on a little frame. 1,700 pounds, especially for the way that I have the car customized in the game, is up to about 495 horsepower. So you can really jack these things up in the long run once you start, diving into them. The car will cost you 93,000 credits online or $94,120 in real life, if you guys were interested in wondering how much its real life counterpart was. But as you guys can see here, I'm taking it out on the track. It's very forgiving. If you guys can see that turn back there, I took a little bit too fast. I was able to correct myself very quickly and get back on the road. I have no problem shifting down and grabbing the turn and taking it inside. It's really not a problem at all. Right here in this, I was driving pretty reckless, honestly. I was just kind of trying to keep the pedal to the metal and seeing if I could show you guys how to correct the understeer, oversteer, whatever problem you're going to run into. But honestly, I really didn't run into much. The car kind of corrected itself half the time. All you got to do is let off the gas. And I mean, the old-fashioned Forza saying, neither gas nor braking will help you in a turn. In this car, it's really, really true. Even though it's rear-wheel drive, it still doesn't need a lot of gas applied to get you around the turn. If you just let off, the car will kind of grip and pull you for you. But I mean, overall, it's a solid vehicle. It's a solid performer. Like I said, it's not the greatest in the sense that the top speed is not very solid, but it's pretty solid package when it comes down to, just the ability of, I don't know how you want to say it. You could say that it just comes down to how the vehicle is structured that makes it so quick, makes it so fast, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it. So if you guys haven't used it yet, make sure you guys check it out. I really think you guys are going to like it. I enjoy it. It's a great vehicle. It's a great time. And yeah, look out for more Xbox One gameplay on the way. Look out for more Forza showcases, and I hope you guys have a great day, and see ya later.
KTM is known for making top-of-the-line off-road racing motorcycles that have dominated motocross in Europe for the past decade. Determined to branch out, the Austrian motorcycle manufacturer decided to try something unheard of in its field, designing a road-legal quad bike. With help from Audi engineers and Dallara, a chassis manufacturer best known for Formula 3 racing, the unorthodox team began work on their goal, combining the acceleration of a motorcycle with the driving dynamics of a car. The result was the Xbow, a lightweight sports car reduced to the bare essentials. The Xbow was an instant hit with car enthusiasts, winning Top Gear's Sports Car of the Year in 2008. The Xbow also proved popular with the Race of Champions, the only race featuring the best drivers from different disciplines, including GT, NASCAR, and Formula One racing.